Hi, my name's Steve Robertson with Muddy River Ag. Today we just want to go through a couple of the features and benefits on the Horsch Maestro planted row unit. So up the front here, what we've got is a floating set of trash whippers. So they actually float. The pin can be taken out and it can float up and down. It's a really good feature. You can pin it into a position if you want to, but that's a really good feature of the machine. Now if you can see up in here, the other good feature of this machine is this hydraulic downforce. This hydraulic ram here, through this parallelogram system, actually puts pressure down onto the row unit. So the bane of most planters is planter bounce. So what we can do, we can control planter bounce from the cab electronically over hydraulically by 10 kilo increments. So if you're hearing that, you can, that means those gauge wheels aren't getting good ground pressure, which means you're going to get planter bounce. So just adjust it 10 kilo increments and happy days, you should be good to go. The backbone on this thing, as you can see up here, is solid. So that's around it's about 20 millimeters thick steel. So it's really well built, well designed. The pins and bushes are 50 Rockwell pins. 60 Rockwell pins with 50 Rockwell bushes. So very, very, very solid. The other thing with this machine, and this is the brains here, this is the electric motor, so there's no cables, chains, sprockets, shafts, any of that stuff. It's all electric drive. So it's very simple. Your cables come in from your brain up the front, and these are all connected in series across the machine. So what this, I'll just take this off here, that's the seeding unit there. That will have a plate. We've got seeding discs to go on there, but that's the actual metering unit. So that whatever disc you use, you just put that disc on there, put it back in, and then you go up into the cab. These are compatible with ISO tractors. These are just some of the discs. That there's a corn disc. As you can see, it's got the slots around it. There's a part number on there. I think that's a 24 slot one there. You got another set of discs here. This is a double row round for chickpeas, which is another great idea. 4 mil, they're 4 mil hole. These ones here are the small canola ones. I think this is a 1.2 millimeter hole for canola, which so the vacuum sucks on this side and the seed actually gets stuck on this side. Yeah, contrary to what you think, you'd think it'd sit in the V there, but in the countersunk there, but it doesn't. It actually gets sucked on that side. So they're just some of the various plates that they've got. They've got them for soya beans, and there's about 17 or 18 different sorts of plates you can get. There's sorghum, and there's that's the corn one again, and there's the cotton ones. I think the cotton ones are actually in those other row units. So, but that's as simple as it is. And this system, that's actually called the linear release system. So this is what happens here is seed is turning around, and it's in here. So when it turns around, it's just getting released down onto your tube, and away it goes. Very, very, very simple, and that's why we can get the speed with these things. So that's what the disc looks like, and we'll show you from the other side. So what you then do is set your rate that you want. And you tell it, I've got a 30 hole disc in there, and you say you want 140,000 seeds per hectare of, say, cotton, for example. It will then do a test. You go into test mode, put a bucket under here, hit test. It'll tell you what your skips and doubles are. It'll tell you what your coefficient of variation is. If you're getting a couple of skips and doubles, or doubles in particular, there's a scraper just here. That's called your scraper, and you can move that from 1 to 9, and what that does, it moves off the doubles. So you can tell that from up in the cab, and you'll see your doubles come down. And once you're happy with it, leave that where it's at, and away you go. The other thing is there's a seed pool slide here, so you set your seed pool to your rate and your size of your seed. So it's very, very simple, and that system works very well. It's variable rate and section control, so if you're going across areas where you've already seeded, it'll automatically switch off. That's the beauty of electric drive, and it's all instantaneous. Seed counter down here, you can see we've actually been experimenting. That's a little bit of quinoa, which is a very small seed similar to canola. So today we've seeded quinoa, we've done some wheat trials, we've done sorghum, we've got obviously corn, soybeans, all of that. This thing will do it. It's a fantastic machine for various seeds. But the seed sensor is down there. That's once again the brains behind the thing. It's counting seeds like cotton, so it's counting the seeds, and it knows your speed. So if there's any variation in that, it sends a signal back to the brain into this electric control unit, and it changes your rate on the go. It's very simple and works a treat. Depth adjustment on your gauge wheels here. You've got double gauge wheels on a walking beam here. That's your depth gauge. So you just move that from 1 being the shallowest to 12 being the deepest, and very, very simple to do. This here is another really good feature. It's just in it's not in its working position at the moment, but basically that just goes in there. It's a rubberized material. That's what's our seed firmer. So that's just our catch wheel, call it what you want, but it does a really good job of putting that seed right onto the moisture. And then you've got your double wheels here, just as your other press, which you can adjust simply by. It's similar to most other closing wheels on planters. This is just this chain's nothing to do with Horsch. It's just something we've put on there just to muck around with. There's a liquid seed tube there that we've done just to do a few trials, and that's worked very well. But yeah, as you can see, the other good thing about these units, these row units, is if you've got a vertical fold, you don't necessarily have to have a stack fold machine, because these things, the doors lift up, easy to get bags into. It's a 70-litre hopper, and so when you close it down, it just shuts up. Nice and easy. You can fold up, nothing will leak, can't come out, and it's simple as. The other good thing when we're doing the trials today, you'll notice here there's a trapdoor. These doors in here, when the disc's in, you can actually see seed being stuck or sucked by the vacuum onto your disc. So it's a peace of mind thing. You come in there really simply, put it in test mode, get it spinning over. Or actual fact, what you can do, if you can see this red button here, each of these motors has a red button, so you push that twice, that actually turns the unit over, so you can sit there and see seed coming out on the ground wherever, so you know your unit's working. Very simple to clean out. There's a trapdoor there for clean out, so you just do that, and there is a chute that comes with the machine, so chute goes up in there. It's a stainless steel chute that comes down, and you just put all your excess seed into a bucket, and it cleans out very, very well. But yeah, the machine's it's well built. It's got a lot of good features on the machine from a technology and electronics point of view, but the machine's, it's very rigid, it's very solid. You're not going to break it in a hurry. And the discs on there, those double discs, we just did a measurement, they're around about 15-inch double disc on there. It's got good internal mud scrapers there, and good seed. There's a big piece of metal in there to protect the seed tube, so it's well designed. It's so we're very happy with the performance of these so far, and the results we've got out of these from testing has been terrific. Just precision seeding, seeds that you normally wouldn't do. But yeah, I should grab a couple of seed discs and then